Good evening. I'm Enarida Flor and welcome to Churikua. In my country, Bolivia, like in many other South American countries, there are so many legends and stories that remain deeply rooted in the land, traditions that are still with us today, thanks to our respect for them. Something I need to tell you is that I come from another region from Bolivia, very close to La Paz, but I moved to Oruro for work. However, things got complicated and I lost my job. Once in Oruro, I was desperate and took up mining. Although it was difficult at first, I met Sammy, a good man whom I thank for taking me like a son and teaching me the trade. Here, an offering is made on the first Friday of every month to El Tío, a deity who is honored here in Oruro and in Potosí. He is the protector of us, miners, and we must make him a chaya and offer him liquor, cigars, and coca leaves. During the festival and carnivals, offerings are even more generous because if we don't make the offerings properly, El Tío might get angry, hide the minerals in the mine, or make things go even worse than you could ever imagine. Not to mention that women aren't allowed in the mine. I witnessed his anger firsthand when I first arrived. A new foreign company was in charge of the mine, and its working conditions and pay were better than those of other companies. The company mined silver, tin, gold, copper, and antimony, among other minerals. However, the company hired women. The other miners, along with the supervisor, who were all from the area, asked the Human Resources Department that if they wanted to hire women, they should find other position for them, but not allow them into the mines. They suggested good jobs, thought but interesting, and most importantly, ones that were above ground. They asked to perform the chaya, but were only allowed to do a simple version, although some people commented that a more elaborate one was necessary given the occasion. When they saw the female miners arrive, everyone got nervous. Of course, I didn't understand what was happening or why. Sammy had even warned them that he would teach them any skill as long as they asked to be transferred to an external site, insisting it was for their own good, to which they flatly refused, saying it was their way of contributing and that the world needed to leave some traditions behind. That was when I heard it from the first time. Pachamama will get jealous. The uncle will fall in love with you, and you might get lost inside the mine or die there. Well, too bad. Let Pachamama understand that we need to work. We'll ask her permission to enter. We have needs too. So, we spent 2 weeks working in fear, but no avail. There were almost no materials to extract. Suddenly, it was a cave-in in just a small area of the mine. I barely made it out, but the female miners didn't make it. After the cave-in, it took them 8 hours to complete the rescue. In total, there were 10 injured and 2 dead. The female miners, in fact. Those of us who were injured were recovered in the hospital, in my case, for 2 weeks, just as I returned along with some of the other injured. It happened to be the first Friday of the following month. This time, they brought more offerings to El Tío, prepared the chaya, and It asks for protection and forgiveness for the carelessness from the previous month, as well as asking for his favor and help. Within a few days, things started to go well for us in the mines. We began to find materials. We didn't have any more cave-ins. Not to mention that since then, we've never failed to offer chayas to El Tío and Pachamama. Sometimes there are traditions that are the best left behind, while others have their own reason for being and existing, leading us to live in the midst of both worlds and to be mindful of and heed the traditions and customs of our lands.